Good evening. This reading is for Bernard. We're going to start with the moon. What does the moon have to say? All right. What does the universe have to say? A lot of things you don't see. What does your highest self have to say? Yes. All right. How about your spirit guides? What do they have to say to you? Spirit guides, what do you want to say to Bernard? I see one floating. Interesting. Angels. What do they have to say to you? All things you don't see. All things hidden from you. Wonderful. That's your story. What's your story? What's Bernard's story? Uncertainty. What are you trying to hide? Alright, so we're going to start with your high self. Soul vessel and soul travel. We're actually going to do the book. Just number 28. Through unconditional love for your body as well as your soul, you cultivate wholeness and purify your spirit. There's an affirmation you can do. This has to do with your power. This has to do with who you are as a person. You are now in the process of figuring out who you really want to be, Bernard. What energy do you want to cultivate for yourself? Be grateful for. This is an affirmation you can say. I am grateful for the divine vessel I was born to live through. I honor my body by listening to its intuitive guidance and messages. This has to do with your solar plexus and your heart chakra. So this is you determining who you want to be. What power are you going to stand in, and how are you going to operate as this person, this being? this vessel on this planet? Are you going to be kind? Are you going to be loving? And then we got 26, 28, and 26. Interesting how close they are. Soul travel is the exploration of inner and outer worlds, which is rise to the greater awareness. You need to start to dig into who you are. Who do you really want to be, Bernard? It's ultimately what this is. Your higher self is this is the time to determine who you are going to be as a man. Yes, you've made mistakes in your past, but that does not define who you are today or tomorrow when you wake up. You get to choose whether you're going to be a liar, a cheater, a thief, a manipulator. Let the harm that's done to you become others' problems. You can take the choice to heal those things and make the changes. Spirit guides want to say, embrace the change. It says, I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. Know that when you decide to choose a different pathway, relate to life a different way, it is scary because you don't necessarily know what's going to be in front of you, but you already know what's already there. So going to something different might bring better for you. And so the universe is saying, embrace this change in a loving manner so that when you come out on the other side, it's full of love. Oh, look, this was hidden for you. This is from your spirit guides and your ancestors. Flames of wisdom, the crone. I am open to all life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. I come to you to try to help you break the cycles that you've been in. Now, the universe is saying they want to talk to you. Movement, choices, and decisions. What have I been saying? Free will is a thing, and you got to understand that every time that something bad happens, the free will is you get to choose how you react to it. You get to choose how you respond to this. You get to choose how you deal with these scenarios and situations. And the universe is saying, if you choose a different way, a new beginning for yourself, taking charge into a new direction, and stand your ground against your ways, because this is a you reading. This doesn't have to do with anyone outside of you. This is to do with your manipulation, your toxic behaviors, your unresolved childhood traumas, your attachment, detachment issues. You seem to tend to keep people in this arm's length distance where you open enough, but that's about as far as it goes for you. And then you sometimes act like they're the problem when you were never intending to cultivate it truly into something. Whether it's business, relationships, friendships, you have behaviors that you do, and your spirit guides and the universe are saying it's time to change those. It's time to take responsibility that you're not entitled to anything that anybody else has. There is no place for jealousy. There's no place for envy. There's no place for resentment. There's no place for that in your life anymore. It has gotten you nowhere. And they need you to transform yourself and your life for this, because you have an opportunity to create success for yourself. And that brings me to your angels with organize for success. Find people who are who are supportive of your dreams and things that may not seem norm to your typical surroundings. You know, people who support you thinking outside of the box. Not the life that you used to live, but the life that you can live. And stop complaining about the life you're living, because the life you're going to live is going to be better. And that is what you need to talk about. We don't longer complain. We just deal and focus and solve. And if we cannot solve, we let it go. We let doors close. We let false opportunities go. We no longer engage in things that cause us to doubt ourselves, doubt our connection with the universe, or put us outside of a character that we no longer want to be. If someone is making you want to have a violent or negative response to them, then you need to remove yourself. You cannot change who that person is, but you can change your response to it. Going back and saying something is perpetuating the same energy they are already creating. The only way to break that cycle is to not be that energy as they are. Even if you feel that way, give that energy to the universe so that it can help you transform it into something better for yourself. Something more enlightening, more of love instead of the pain and the anger and the negative feeling that this situation, person, place, or thing may be causing. We set that free to set ourselves free. So we stop complaining about it and we do something about it. Because when you start to make these changes, this is when you'll get your blessings are coming. The raise, promotion, a whole bunch of abundance is going to be falling in your life. You can start focusing on what you actually want to be doing. Are you creative? Are you a hands-on person? Do you woodworking, painting, music, whatever it may be? You change these behaviors where you do things to manipulate people or allow people to manipulate you. You focus on your part. You notice the behavior. Now notice how you respond to it. Take your power back by no longer giving someone the place to trigger you to have that negative response. This is a person, place, or thing. Person being family members, coworkers, lovers, ex-lovers, friends, family, adult children, acquaintances, randos on the street. If you let someone take you out of pocket, then you've given your power away. But when you can sit there and say, all right, you acting funny, I'm going to leave you the fuck alone because I don't got time to waste on that, because there are a lot more better things in life than me dealing with something. Now, if it was like something you were invested in and you want it to go long term, that's one thing to have a conversation about it. But if it causes you to literally outlash and be so violently responsive to it, it's probably because the universe is trying to show you, hey, this doesn't vibrate for you. This is making you do things that aren't good for you, like being an asshole. You know? So that's what your angels are saying to you. Now, at the end of all of this, this is like the end result of this journey that you may choose to embark on. These, I'm telling you, is how to break your karma. You can choose to engage in this if you want. Or you can choose to continue on the path you are and see what that does. I'm pretty sure you shut up on the page because you're tired of living that life. You're tired of living the same cycles over. You're tired of dealing with the same people. You're tired of listening to the same problems. You're tired. You want more for yourself. You find things attractive that are better for yourself. But when you get into these situations where there are things that are, you self-sabotage, which is a typical masculine thing because you're been conditioned to respond this way, especially when it comes to dealing with emotions. We think that it's a negative thing, but the thing is to be powerful, which is what men want, is to be in balance with your emotion and your materialistic side, your masculine, the logic side that creates the manifestation physically. But the creativity, the idea, the inspiration, that is feminine energy. That is what inspires you. And for some people, they're doing it to win women's heart. So it's kind of crazy that, and I don't know why I'm telling you this, but they're saying you need to embrace how you feel about things versus how you think of them. Because sometimes we've been taught to think horrible things about things that are actually good for us, and we've been taught good things about things that are bad for us. And we need to shift that mentality, and to know this is to get in tune to how it feels to you, because it will also send the vibrations into your body, and you can literally tell whether something physically is good for you or bad for you based on your body's natural reaction to the person, place, or thing that is coming in your presence. And I'm telling you this because it seems like you might have empathic abilities, and this is why it's been so confusing. And it's not common for men to necessarily have this ability, is to be able to feel and know how other people feel. But it's been interrupted and disrupted based on conditioning patterns from your past history and life. And so that brings me to the lucky star. And we are actually going to read this from the book. It's number 23. Wish making, fortune, and light. When this card appears in the reading, it's time to make a wish. Lucky star and a guiding light, a bright spark in the darkness night, a potential magical power. In Wicca, the pentagram is a 5-pointed star. Wiccans use it to represent the elements of our existence. When this card appears, it is indicative of a lucky break of some kind, a fortune, a turn of events. This is you getting the opportunity to change the wheel in your favor. And with that being said, know that the universe loves you. Blessed be. May you have the day you deserve. And bye.